Hello friends, my name is Gerry, and today we're going to be checking out GetGood Drums, One Kit Wonder, Metal. GetGood Drums needs no introduction. Headed by Adam Nolly GetGood, Misha Mansour, Matt Halpern, and Daria Nagel, they're literally changing the game when it comes to their line of drum libraries. Like, everybody's using them. Everybody and their grandma are using them. For just being in the market only a few years, they already have tons of libraries that cover many genres. And while a lot of these offer you great raw sounding drum tones, that's exactly what they are, just raw sounding drum tones. You still need to do a lot of mixing and processing to get them sounding ready for a record. And like you and me, we're busy. We don't got time for that. That's just too much work. It's a lot of work. Mixing drums is very hard. That's where the One Kit Wonder series comes into play. With its low CPU usage and its mix-ready tones, it makes it great for both songwriters and gear demoers like myself just trying to crank out videos as often as possible. And just looking at the UI itself, it's very simple. It has a built-in groove player, master EQ, parallel compression, and reverb. Now, there were two more One Kit Wonders before this one. There was the Modern Fusion one and the Aggressive Rock one. And I know I missed the ball on those. I will get to those as soon as I possibly can. But today we're going to be checking out the Metal one. One Kit Wonder Metal was designed to capture the elements of big budget metal productions of the early 2000s. Not really what I went for with the demo that I just showed you, but let's dive into the mix and see what I got going on there, or lack thereof. Okay, so now we jumped into Pro Tools, and if you take a look, there's not really much going on. All I really have is this track here, Contact Player, loading up One Kit Wonder Metal. And then if we jump down here, I got some parallel processing going on my bass, the high and the low, and then just my rhythm guitars left and right. So that's all that's happening in the mix. So if you open up Contact and look at the UI, it's very simple. You're greeted by this beautiful looking drum kit. If you click down on the settings, you can change things like velocity curve and mapping options and things that I don't even touch. You have a built-in groove player. GGD also offers lots of different groove packs that you can purchase. And then an about page, and like that's pretty much it. So if we go back to the full kit window, you can see we have our CPU scaling for high, medium, and low. Right now I just have it on the medium setting. For the track, I did have it on the high setting. And I printed it down only because my computer specifically is it's really old and it's really boggy. So I had it on the high and then I printed it down. And so what you heard was the high scaling, but right now I have it set to medium. I have a master knob, a reverb knob, and then you have the options to turn on the parallel EQ or the parallel compression and the master EQ. And all of that right now currently is all the way on. And if you drop down this window, you have lots of presets that you can mess with. Really, all I did was I had it set to the mix ready position, and that was it. That's all I did. I really didn't do anything. So I'm going to leave it on that for right now, and then I'm going to solo this and just let you hear what it sounds like. And that's pretty much all there is to it. It just sounds great. I mean, I could go through and really show you all of these presets, but I mean, they do what they sound like, right? So if I go to Bigelow Room, that's gonna be, you know, the room mic's much louder in the mix, right? So that sounds cool. Naturally dry, that's probably the room mics without, you know, very low in the mix. So yeah, and it's so simple. All I did was hit mix ready. And it sounds advanced, and that's all I have to do. Like, it takes all the pressure away. And the other thing I must note too, which I was really impressed with, is just like the velocity. I mean, there's not a whole lot of velocity changes with this demo, but you know, for example, if I kick down a snare here, that's at what, 110 velocity. If I just the range and velocity that you have in this, you can get so detailed, and with that, you can really just, you know, get super realistic with it. And even, you know, even though this is catered more to metal, I can definitely see this being used within other genres by just messing with those velocity curves. And then aside from that, that's all I got going on. Here we got the drums. Let me go back to that. Mix ready, yep. Got the drums. And my bass. The guitar's in. And then the only other processing I have going on here is some tape saturation on the master bus, and then the limiter, which is off right now. And that's it. It's so simple, and I'm so glad that they came out with a product like this, because this just helps me when it comes to songwriting. If I have an idea, like, I can't tell you how many times I've tried to write a song and then only to be let down by, like, you know, the actual sound of the drums. It's just like, it's not inspiring. So when it sounds, you know, huge, yeah, I just want to like write, you know, the craziest riffs that I can. So hats off to GetGood Drums. Thank you for making these wonderful products. I can't wait to use them on many more recordings. As I mentioned before, the One Kit Wonder series is perfect for sparking creativity and getting that songwriting going. If you guys want to listen to some more GetGood Drums stuff, I used the original Matt Halpern signature pack with the P3 samples for the entirety of my EP, so it'd be really cool if you checked it out. If you want to keep up to date with me, you can follow me on social media. I'm always posting stuff on Instagram and Facebook sometimes, and Twitter and Twitch that I never use, but I'm gonna use it soon, maybe, I don't know. So hey, I'll see you there. And as always, for more guitar videos like this one, you can head over to my channel, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time.